to Madden 20. I'm continuing my franchise mode. It's been a while since I've been on and played Madden. So I just figured it's like a really nice day. It's Thursday. The game awards are tonight. I mean, it's a good night. Um, so I figured, hey, let's get in and play Madden. Um, First thing I did and everything is I was just curious on who I have that are injured, and apparently I have like defensive tackle Malik Jackson, and he's uninjured, but can he return from? It says he can return from the IR, and I'm trying to get him back in here. Let's see what we can do here. Because I've never done this before where I had somebody on the IR. So injury report. Um, he's a defensive tackle. But he's not even on the list. Um, I I don't I don't even see him in the depth chart. There we go. Uninjured. Um, Trying to get him on my squad here because he's not injured, and they say he can return. Um, um, let's see here. I'm gonna try to look this up. It's like, has anybody ever taken a player off of IR in Madden? Because they say if he's eligible. Um, yeah, here we go. I mean, I always thought when a player is. Um, trying to look this stuff up and everything online and everything because it just is kind of annoying. Uh, Allows you to return 2 players per year. Oh, somebody says that it's 2 weeks from healthy they can be returned. Um, okay, somebody else read it and it said there's no. Yeah, I don't get this. How can you? For the life of me, it's like this just bothers me. That if they're supposed to be able to come back. Hmm. This is shocking. Well, it's not shocking because it's EA, but wow. So it doesn't seem like there's a way to bring him back, which is just odd. There was one thing that said that if you release a player, maybe there's. Yeah. Maybe if I. Okay, see, it says Malik Jackson. It doesn't even have him. Maybe it's edit player? I'm just curious if there's a way to take him off of injured reserve from here. Okay, doesn't seem like there is. Um, just frustrating. Hmm. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's next week or something. I don't know. Got to, let's see here. Offense coordinator, put in. That's going to be hard to do. Wow. I can't promise the interception part, but I already did my training. Jason Peters is gone. I'm not keeping him anymore. I don't care how high his ranking is right now. I'm done with his. I'm just done with him, really. I'm just definitely going to have to focus on drafting a new defensive, offensive tackle, or getting a free agent. I just don't want to pay that much money for a thing. I mean, I can get another defense. I can get another linebacker as well. I'm not worried about keeping Zach Brown. I think he thinks he's going to get that much money off of me. I'm not paying it. Don't need Jordan Howard. I got other running backs. Darren Sproles is too old. He's done. Seymour, you're just too low. Not even under consideration here. Might re-sign McLeod. I just haven't decided yet. Tim Jarrigan. He's an actually interesting one. If I can make it a 3-year deal, and if I can sign you for 2.2 and give you a 1.4 million dollar bonus, then I would be willing to do that. What do you say? Well, yeah. Well, this guy is a good free safety. I don't have the cap room is my problem. I shouldn't even be offering these deals because I don't have the cap room for the rest of this year. Okay. Let's play this game. Because, hey, we're playing Madden. Still like to know and everything about getting that my defensive tackle offline, but
no Nick Foles, but a Super Bowl rematch regardless. It's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a rematch from that memorable Super Bowl 52 that brought us the Philly Special and brought these fans their first title ever, as we'll see the New England Patriots take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, this place will be electric this afternoon. And for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, this city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Seated next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, this one featuring a couple of playoff teams from a season ago, back at it again in 2019.
And we both felt the confidence from both of these teams, right? They feel like they will be back in the playoffs again, but they shouldn't be overconfident. 7 teams last year made the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year, so you're not assured of going back year after year.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carson Wentz in his 4th season now out of North Dakota State, ready to bring out this Eagles offense.
I throw way too many interceptions.
Watch Nick Foles under center during Philly's last 2 playoff runs, so health will be a key for Wentz in 2019, no doubt. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
2-time All-Pro center Jason Kelce is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all of their line calls.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly Special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Wasn't our first ever title. It was our first Super Bowl. It wasn't our first title. I don't know why they have to get it wrong.
On first down, they run with Howard.
You want to call it the first Super Bowl title? That's fine. But calling it our first title is wrong.
Defensively now for the Patriots. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2 times. 3 down.
Yeah, they're just weak against the run right now.
Now Howard.
Ooh, that was
and
nasty.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
Oh, come on,
His tight
no.
end. It's Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
29. Alpha. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got Lacoste as tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down. It's White, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh, man.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 7, Wentz is brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
There we go.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare.
Wentz now on first down.
Ah, crap.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Huh.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check, walk the defense. Ram. All day. Say.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we'll get a stoppage here.
Seriously?
We've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
120.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check the backer, check the backer.
You draw quarters.
Check 37. Hey, alert 3.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. The kicker here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st
That
and
was an easy
goal.
one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right here, right here.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Pick your game up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I'm here all day. Got double time. 4
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This Pats and Eagles matchup is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams met in Super Bowl 39 and also recently in Super Bowl 52, splitting the pair of matchups. Tom Brady was the constant in both of them. His counterpart the first go-around, Donovan McNabb, and the Pats won that affair. But then the Eagles would get revenge 13 years later behind the very unlikely hero, Nick Foles. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Brady
there we go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Now it's Sproles. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Here's Sproles. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Sproles.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific
I'm taking a risk here.
Holding them to no gain.
Trying to pick it up with Clement. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
That just worked out perfectly because they wound up blitzing. and I went
Now
max
after the
protect.
touchdown,
So
here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Short throw caught by Lacoste. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Brady now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now. It's White, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On play action, now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cameron Meredith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys
he was out of
cut
bounds.
The lead down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they
he's
just
out of bounds.
executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Totally disagree.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And out now come the Eagles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now wins. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run it with Sproles. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get ready, get ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of...
Oh, no!
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
I misread that.
Shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
I haven't run an RPO the entire time.
Sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Brady to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
53.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Brady now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And that's caught. It's Edelman again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. As the first half is winding down. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
Come on.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A final shot before half for Wentz. And his throw
What the
is
heck?
incomplete.
It was right on the
So
money.
we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As
Wow.
we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Dak Prescott, another strong game as his guys move to 9-1 on the season. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. 21-7, the final score. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Hey, 66.
Opting to run again here with White. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Under a
Come on.
down he goes. Jamie Collins leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 22, Wentz flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a
just nothing
possible
open.
negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. I'm surprised that they ran it there, but the end justified the means, I guess.
Both of us are surprised that they ran it there. The NFL is not a league where you run the ball on 3rd and that much yardage. I like their fortitude in the call, though. They had something that they saw, and they went with it, and it's paid off in a nice way.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Check back. Check back.
Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
It was more like a
This has
zone.
been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Wentz.
Yes.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting him off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Brady gives this to White. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady hitting
Oh,
Dorsett.
no.
Complete.
I screwed up.
Dorsett by himself.
That's so my fault.
Way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Now Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they
Oh, crap!
Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante
I thought everybody was
Hightower.
blitzing.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard
Oh, my
line.
goodness.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got White here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady now on 1st down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Hey, Stan. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Solid.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Yo. Kill. Turn it up. Tyson. Turn it up. Mike 51.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Come on, let's go. Shoot! Shoot! Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz.
Come
Nowhere to
on.
escape, and he goes down. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Brady on target to Edelman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. White, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsey.
No.
Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Wentz.
Oh, come on, what that?
He will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
What?
Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
Got hit at the 35. I mean, I caught it there.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Yeah, they're indeed going to
This
go
is pretty
for it here on
much
4th
ending
down.
the game. I mean,
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wentz going to go on 4th down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A gain of 3, second down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. He's got
Seriously?
LaCrosse, his tight end. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going on the ground, it's White. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 9, 2:16 to play. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock, so they'll need to move quickly here on first down. Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's it, baby. We go work.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
This pass complete. Wins to Ertz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, come on!
Escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Check 20. Run.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
That was a bummer.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real,
It's in
does
Philly.
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.
It's not in New England. It's in
So
Philly.
for the Patriots, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they come back to the
They keep on getting all the things wrong. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You should know where they are. It's like that's the simple stuff to program and know where, just to know where you are. To get that kind of stuff screwed up, it's just not even funny.